Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome here this evening. We're doing the speeches this evening before eating, so Ronan doesn't bring his dinner back with nerves. I know you're all hungry, so I promise we'll keep it brief. So without further delay, I'll hand you over to the father of the bride, Mr. Des Cahill.
I think I'm more nervous going before Ronan because I'm afraid what he's going to say about me. But first and foremost, I'd like to welcome Ronan into the Cahill Mafia. You're very welcome, Ronan, and I wish yourself and Rachel long and many happy years together. Rachel, eldest daughter, I was always very proud of Rachel and her achievements, but sometimes she used to push the boundaries out with me and I used to have to go along with her. Nothing more than when we were on holidays a few years ago and on a skyscraper I had a company where nobody else was brave enough to, and I was foolish enough that I had to go at 67 miles an hour at 110 feet. But I think I proved my loyalty by accompanying her on that journey. But I'd say she got all her thrill seeking. She loved coming moving cattle with me. Especially standing in the gap. She said, "No, Daddy, don't. Leave me here on my own." But I think that's where she got all her thrill seeking from. But she enjoyed it. She used to, when she was small, she used to love coming on the tractor with me, and not too many people can do what Rachel was able to do. She could actually fall asleep standing up beside me. But she was quite comfortable when she was doing that. But that moved on, and she used to love then a company when there was cows calving and stuff like that. We ended up being nicknamed the Black Cat. For one year, it was great company. She'd come join me and, "Daddy, if that's a heifer calf, will you give me a day off school?" One year she ended up getting 23 days off school. And it went a bit further then that there was a herd test and she was that lucky coming up, so she got that day off as well. So she really milked it out that year. But, she moved on into her teenage years then, and she used to love getting dressed up in long black clothes and her gothic years, as we used to call them. And but the good thing about it was it used to scared off a lot of men. That's why. That's why we admire Ronan so much for when he braved that out, he braved anything out. So, and Ronan being an actor, we didn't know whether he was acting or what he was doing. So we would just let that play out and see how it goes. So, and even Ronan, he one Sunday morning after Mass, he tried to impress Granny as well. So he knocked off a couple of whiskies neat. He claimed that she was after handing out apple juice to the grandchildren, but I still haven't worked that one out yet. But Granny says that fella's very fond of knocking back that apple juice. But he claims there was apple juice she was giving out. He picked up the wrong glass, but. So Ronan being a proud Leitrim man, farmer, actor, and I think that's where he gets what themselves and Rachel have a lot in common. They get on very well together, and I hope they have a very happy life together in Killashandra, as I do call it, the halfway house. It's been halfway between Cavan and Leitrim and that, but I hope they have many happy years together. And I'd like if you'd be upstanding and toast to the new couple, Rachel and Ronan. I'd like to hand you back to me on it.
Thanks very much, Des. I think now we'll hear a word from the big man himself here, Mick Gagan.
Thanks very much, folks. I'll not hold you too long now. Wait a minute, I better do the formal bit. Reverend Father Peter, ladies and gentlemen. I used to always, at the few times I'd done speeches, preface it by quoting my father. And he used to say there was 3 rules of speech making: stand up, speak up, and shut up. But I'm not going to do that tonight. That's getting a bit lame, that whole joke, so I'll quit it. I just want to welcome Rachel into the family, obviously. She's been knocking around our house for a good while, and she never fell out with any of us too badly yet, so. And wish herself and Ronan every happiness and long life and all the rest of it. She's looking beautiful today, I'm sure you'll all agree. And what about Ronan in his velvet jacket? We're coming out of this house this morning and I looked over and I said, are we going to a wedding or a hunt today? But anyway, he's pulling it off. So Rachel, you're welcome into the Gagan family. I hope you can stick us. We can be a bit of a handful of times, but anyway, I'm sure you'll handle us. And Rose and myself would just like to thank you all for coming here today. It makes it for the bride and groom to see everybody here and enjoying yourselves. So, kick it out and have a good night dancing and a bit of crack later on.
And stay safe.
And obviously stay safe as well as that. She's the guru here. Stay safe. Yeah. Also, thanks to Father Peter for his ceremony today. I'm sure you'll all agree, it was a bit special.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And before I quit, I just want to thank Crover House as well and all the staff. I'm sure you'll agree they're turning it on. Thank you very much to everyone. And that's about the height of it from me. I'll do the same, and I wish the bride and groom every blessing. Bride and groom. Every blessing.